Joshua. T-55 tank. What country is this from, Josh?
Iraq.
Iraq? Yeah, who made the T-55 originally?
Oh, the Soviet Union.
Yes, the USSR. It's a T-55 tank that was designed and made by the Soviet Union during the Cold War. This particular one was captured from Iraqi forces by the Royal Engineers during Operation Telic in 2003.
If you've been affected by any issues raised in the Big Picture Show, or if you have any questions, please speak to one of us.
So this is a Harrier jump jet with vertical takeoff and landing abilities.
What's it there? 1914.
So this is an early flamethrower from the HMS Vindictive. And it was used in the 1918 raid on Zeebrugge. Here is a First World War motorbike. And this is a collection of things that soldiers would have used in the trenches during the First World War, including a rifle. And a trench periscope, a truncheon, or a trench club, a revolver with a leather holster, and that's a Lee Enfield rifle. Those boots looking better repaired than mine.
Why did they want cheese?
Yeah.
I love the cheese. 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 I think it's mustard gas. Yes, it's mustard gas.
I don't think it's real mustard gas, Luke.
I know, but it smells horrible.
Are you gonna smell it?
Smell the gunpowder,
The
Ollie.
gunpowder one. This one doesn't smell too bad. It smells like toothpaste.
Things that airmen used during the First World War, sorry. Some gloves, some goggles, a sight for dropping bombs. Oh, sorry, not for dropping bombs, it's a reconnaissance camera. There you can see a bullet hole through the window. Things from the Eastern Front, where the First World War was also fought.
I can read it. It looks like flag number 10.
And this is a First World War German sea mine. And this was part of a field of 100 laid off Scarborough by the German light cruiser in 1914, in December 1914. We'll be going to Scarborough later on in the year. There's a ship's bell from the Lusitania, which was sunk by a U-boat on the 7th of May 1915. We saw some stuff about the Lusitania when we went to the Maritime Museum, didn't we, Josh?
Oliver.
So these are wooden training rifles. These aren't real guns. These are just what you'd use to train your soldiers.
What's this? You
There's a
think?
First World War hand grenade. So this is a German 57mm A7V tank gun. which was the main weapon of the First World War German Sturmpanzerwagen tank named Schnuck. 1919 to 1939, between the wars, people begin to rebuild their lives, unless you're in Germany, and then it was a bit shit. Here's some interesting things from between the war. This is an agenda from the Treaty of Versailles, from the Peace Congress in Versailles after the end of the First World War. This here is a revolver, which was an automatic pistol used by the Spanish Republicans. 16 is a Woodrow Wilson Toby jug. And number 10 is a miniature rifle issued to issued to members of the Italian fascist youth. The Italian fascist militia dagger. And 11 is a replica of a 1933 sculpture of Italian fascist leader Mussolini. Not sure how that's a replica of a sculpture of Mussolini. This is a collection of Nazi memorabilia. There's a German police Luger. So, I'm going to steal a joke from Mitchell and Webb here, but at what stage would you ever think you were the goodies if you had a skull on your hat?
I don't know.
Would it have been would it have been the World War II girls? Yeah?
Pretty awesome. 1, 2,
1939 to 1945, the Second World War.
They make them out of water tanks to begin with?
No. This looks like a fire engine.
It's a fire wagon. It's used to go around the rubble of destroyed houses by the Blitz.
Oh, yeah.
Because fire trucks can't get round them easily.
This is a collection of stuff from the Royal Navy, doing some uniforms. This is a British Mark 17 sea mine from the Second World War. So this is a collection of items from the army. Steel helmets, leather jerkins, a Bren Mark II light machine gun, rifle number 4, which is the last version of the Lee Enfield rifle. This particular one was manufactured in Canada. There's a model of a Lancaster bomber. And here's some more submachine guns. So this is some equipment from the RAF. A flying jacket, helmet, flight trousers, a revolver, a wireless, and a map of Hamburg, which the British firebombed into submission. And this is a barrage balloon, similar to what would have been used during the Second World War to protect the skies over the big cities of England and Scotland and Wales. This here is the death mask of Heinrich Himmler, made at his autopsy. It was made with dental plaster. At the same time as impressions of Himmler's teeth were taken to confirm his identity. A rear gunner's, a gun turret from a Wellington bomber. I'm not sure whether it be a rear one or in the middle, I don't know. This is a Rolls-Royce Merlin Mark 73 engine, which would have been used on Spitfires during the Battle of Britain. This particular version was built in Derby in June 1944. This strange looking dome-shaped, bell-shaped thing is a fire watcher's shelter and was developed to protect fire watchers stationed at major buildings during the Second World War. Desert warfare brigades. Khaki shoes and a khaki hat. Ah, so this is a Matilda. So the most successful tank in the opening campaigns of the Second World War, the Mark V Matilda II provided close support to the British infantry. A small caliber gun compared to modern tank. Yeah, basically, D-Day. The liberation of Europe. So from 1943 to 1945, the tide of war was changing. The Germans were on the run and we were winning. And the D-Day landings in June 1944 were the start of the liberation of Europe. 1945, May 1945, victory in Europe was declared, and on the 30th of April, Hitler committed suicide in Berlin. In 1946 to 1990, the Cold War. So this car here is a 1982 Trabant Deluxe car, estate car. These were made in East Germany during the time that East Germany was a Soviet puppet state. What are you doing, Josh? Are you breaking the code?
Yeah. I'm finishing.
This strange looking vehicle is a Leopard Mark IV security vehicle, and it's built like this to avoid landmines in southern Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe. It was like spying and arms races and stuff like that. So number 9 is a Chinese Type 56 machine gun.
What is number 9?
That one, this big gun here, that's number 9. Yeah, this is some stuff from India and Australia and New Zealand, Anzac.
And the division set up camp in preparation for the impending battle. This was to be the last serious effort by the Japanese to stem the advance of the
Daddy, I'm
victorious
gonna try
Allies.
and do some singing.
Against decreasing
And this is stuff from Canada, the Canadian forces. These are more modern things. These things are from... So this is stuff from the Falkland conflict, where the Argentinians tried to steal the Falkland Islands.
What's this?
Does it say Beverly?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Josh? What does this say here? Careful. Does it say Beverly? Josh, why are you running away? What does Beverly taste like, Ollie? These are more modern aircraft. There's a Vulcan bomber, and this is a jet engine. Jet engines were first introduced to aircraft at the end of the Second World War. The ME-262 from Germany was one of the first jet aircraft. I don't think it's got any nuclear material in it.
Get one from the post office now and start right away making your home and your family as safe as possible from nuclear attack.
See, if someone nuked Manchester, this is all the areas that would be affected by it. This is a model of the Vanguard class SSBN submarine armed with Trident nuclear missiles. Trident was replaced by Polaris in the 1990s. 1990 to present, the end of the Cold War promises a new start. So this is some stuff from the Iraq War here. It's a map of Basra. This is a British air-launched anti-radar missile, which was used to destroy ground-based air defences and radar systems. This is a steel window section from the ruins of the World Trade Center, which was bombed on the 11th of September. Not so much bombed, but destroyed on the 11th of September 2001. Is a Royal Horse Artillery 13-pounder field gun. It was introduced in 1904. But before the First World War, it was realised that it was not powerful enough to be effective at the beginning of the First World War. It wasn't powerful enough to be effective for trench warfare, and production shifted to the larger 18-pounder canoe that was made in Laos in the late 70s or early 80s, which was made from fuel tanks for an American fighter bomber aircraft. So these are some of the things that have been made with the detritus of war. Joshi is an exhibit in the Imperial War Museum. He now has to live here. That's good for everyone, I suppose, except the people of the Imperial War Museum.
You have been watching Munchy Road Hippopotamus. Follow us on Twitter at Munchy Road and on Instagram at Munchy Road Hippopotamus. Don't forget to like, subscribe and add a comment. All these good things help us defeat the evil that is the YouTube algorithm.